Good afternoon, it's Greg here again. I thought I'd just do one of the unboxings of one of the kits I got for my birthday. This was the first one I got, it was off the wife. Been after this for quite a while, and you can see it's an Academy kit 135, and it's the Jagdpanzer 38T, Prague 1945. Lovely artwork. That's what sort of drawn me to it. It's a bit unusual, and you can see it's a limited edition or special edition with limited availability, so I don't know how many was excuse the cat's tail wagging in the way. You can see the side art there, it's nice again. Along it. You're going to sit down, Bella, or what? And then we have just the same again, the Enders thing. And there's the kit number if anybody's interested. Is, where are we gone? 13277. So the same again on the other side, it's just a picture of the thing, and it's got English bits and bobs. So let's have a look what we've got in the box. Oh, sit down, Bella. Come on, sit down. Sit down. It's quite a tight little box in there. Let's have a look what we've got. First of all, we have the decals. So the instructions, which I shall do last. As you can see, I've never really looked inside it at the moment, and it's all been wrapped extremely well. So let me have a look. The cat's decided to get down. Let's have a look what we've got. I've never opened it yet. Right, let's get everything out that we need to get. Probably all that gumph, I don't think. No, we don't, at the bottom. Pop that down there, and we shall start in a moment once we pick up the part that was dropped on the floor. Right, so let's just remove these for now, and that for now, and that for now. So the first sprue contains the lower hole and the upper hole. There again, that's nice actually, very nice. That really is nice. If you can see the rivets or bolt heads, it's got a nice weld seam. Nothing much on the bottom of the tub, but it's a little bit there. Obviously this all has to be the bogies and things. But generally speaking, yeah, I do like the upper hull. Some nice detail there. They've got that flame cut on the top there. That's really nice. And more welding along the top and the bolt heads. That's really, really nice. Right, so there's a little bit of PE in this bag which I didn't see. Which we have the it's stainless steel or something, and it's just, I won't get it out, it's just a little thing which like that, a couple of bits and pieces there, vents and a couple of hatches, things like that. The hatches, yeah, vents. I think it looks like for the muzzle, for the mantlet on the front. I'm not 100% sure, it could be the one for the back, for the like an escape hatch type thing. So we'll pop that away, put that back in there actually with that bit of the lower hull and the upper hull. Right, number 2 bag, we have 2 sprues exactly the same. And obviously that could be too close to the bag, and don't break the seal. Come on. I'm not pointing it to them, so have a look what we've got. And there again, really nice detail, and there's no flash or anything. That's really nicely moulded. The injection marks are where you're not going to see them, i.e. the reverse. there we go with the wheels. You can see they're really nicely detailed. And we have the leaf springs. All this is running gears view. Hatch, there's a tow cable, a couple of hatch handles, all little bits and pieces. And there's the sprocket and the return wheels as well. So they're really nicely detailed again. Even the reverse of the wheels as well. Really nice. Even though you're not going to see them, but it's still nice that they're there. Still nice that they're there. Another small bag, which contains a myriad of parts like upper hull, tracks, things like that. So we'll just start off with this one. And there again, the detail is lovely. The little hatchet, the little hinges, and yeah, everything is there. Cool mantlet, it's got a nice cast texture on it. So we'll start off with that. You can see the nice cast texture on the let's just bring this up here. There we go. Everything's really nice, crisp and nice. Exhaust. Obviously these are for the sponsons there. Again, really nice, nicely detailed. And we have the tracks, which are nice. I must admit, they're better than what I thought they were going to be. So on the single, yeah, there's a few injection marks. One on each one of the single ones, and a couple on the length. You can just make them out. But I do have a set of through tracks for a Hetzer, so I may use those. I'll see how we get on with these first. See how they like to get in the pin marks out. I don't think it'd be too bad actually. A lot of it's going to be hidden anyway because that's where the road wheels are going to go. I'll see when I get built up if I'm going to use those, but there's nothing wrong with them. They're a nice, nicely molded to the injection marks again, but there we go. And this one again is just, we have the piece of mandatory rope for the string for the tow bar, so the tow rope, sorry. And then we have lots of Pioneer tools. Looks like we have 2 figures. Again, all lovely moulding, really nice moulding. And obviously we've got the barrels for the normal Hetzer. Obviously this one doesn't have a barrel, it has a machine gun, but it was pinched out of the Skoda factory by the Czechs. Half finished. And there again, really nice. Even the figures, nice detail. There's a little bit of flash on that hat there. I don't know if it's flash or not. It's a teeny amount. But generally speaking, nice. See on the hat there, just a little bit round on the where my thumb finger is. Just a little bit on there. And there again we have all the muck guards and other bits and bobs. See, there's the barrels. We won't be using those, so we've got 3 spare barrels there. And then we have some of the Pioneer tools there with the bolt cutters. There's the jack, tanker bar, and then we have the MG, which I have. I think I did buy a barrel for the MG, metal barrel for that, so I may use it on this build since it's going to be the main sort of armament. But that, generally speaking, is not a bad representation. but I probably will use. Let me just have a look in my little thing here. I'm sure I did. That's the Browning. The shells. Same with Browning. That's the Browning. What we got in that one? Oh, I thought I had. I shall have to check the rest of my boxes. I thought I had a little barrel for the MG. Not to worry, I shall find it at another point. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all, really. I'll see what I can make out of it first. See, they are single piece barrels as well. Not yeah, they are slide moulded. They are slide moulded. So we have 3 nice barrels there if you ever want to use a for a Hetzer. We have the scissors viewfinder, rangefinder, we want to call them. There again, everything's nice and clean. So far it's really nice looking little kit. Nothing, I don't think it'll be too difficult to build. The actual build, but the paintwork is going to be the, I would say, and the decals are going to be one of the hardest things to do with it. Oh, that's actually done by a def model as well, so these should come out really nice. So there's not much, a little bit of shine on them, but nothing much. And the carrier film is non-existent on the edges. And there we go. So we're done by a def model, so let's bring this up here. Done by a def model. Really nice. They're going to be quite when you usually put that many decals on a tank. But there you go. Well, it isn't a tank really. It's more of an assault weapon gun with no barrel, apart from the MG. So let's have a look at the decals. We have 2 lots of decals. Sorry, 2 lots of instructions. We have a painting and decal placement. Just a shame they aren't in colour, but there you go. Obviously we've got the Jagdpanzer Hetzer Prague 1944. Use instant glue when attaching. Right. Just look at that. We have a piece of resin as well. I don't know where that bit goes at the moment. There's a piece of resin there as well. I'll look into instructions, see what that's for. Yeah, so we have the Prague 1945 and Prague 9 unknown. So we're just, I think I'll probably do, I don't know, probably do the first one that comes on to me on here, I would think, one with all the writing on the sides and that. I think I'll probably do that one. Right, so let's have a look at the instructions. It's not booklet form, but fairly straightforward. You know, starting off with the lower hull, putting the bogies together, look fairly straightforward. Attaching the final drive, leaf springs, and the wheels. I don't think I'd put the wheels on at that point. Leave them off as I normally do. I may not even put I think I'll still put the bogie things on there. Tracks again, undecided, see what they're like, see if I can get the pin mark out. If not, I'll maybe use the metal ones I've got. I think I have. Yeah, I can see them from here, yeah I have. Let's grab them just a second, In fact, I have 2 different ones. I have the winter kit, 2 lots. I'll have to work out which would be better to use. I think these are really cheap. I think I've got 12 quid. I've got the winter kitten. I'll put a Hetzer as well. We've got that, and we've got the late one again for the. I'll have to see. Well, those to use if I really need to. So I got them for really cheap. Picked them for about, I think it was £12.50 and about £14 for the other one, which was really, really good. And I don't know if there's any, because sometimes you get the the sprocket and things like that. Oh yeah. I was saying, we do. The metal sprockets as well, so this is certainly a possibility to do. So let's just check the other box, see if that's got any anything. It's a bag. I didn't realise that was in there. I just thought it might, but let me just check the other ones. So that's the lead edition. This is one with the winter kitten, and there again we have the sprockets again. So I have to use the kit ones provided. Right. So we're up to the tracks. We do one of these booklet forms. There it is. And then we get on to the rear engine for the rear. Rear for the back. We've had the exhaust, presumably is a part of the, what did it say there? We have to cut slightly there to bring that little bracket in. And this one here, G8, we shall see. And then we have photo etch for the grills and exhaust and blah blah, this, that and the other, all the small sub builds. And then we're starting to put on the top with the hatches and other bits and pieces. So it's fairly straightforward, to be perfectly honest. And then we're starting off with the inside, putting the scissor periscope up there and another one there, and we're starting to put them together. And then we have blah 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 thread and that. The jack. I still don't know what them bits of resin were for. And we have a small toolbox. Ah, there's the resin part. It's the punch shield for the MG. There we go. So why do we have two? Is there two different variants? So we have resin 1 and 2, instant glue and attaching. A lot of bits of photo etch, and the photo etch is number 3, which is where that round circle which I thought was a back. That goes on there somehow as well. A few little bits of photo etches on the back. And then we're finished. It's very straightforward. I'll probably do that build there, the first one. The Prague 1945 again, UV217. And then we have a sprue map at the back, which I was thinking it's a bit silly. I thought I'd have it at the front, but they can't have everything. So, a neat little kit. It really is a neat little kit. I do like Academy builds, I really must admit, I really do like them. So I'm looking forward to that. So, that's about it really. It's a real nice build. I'm tempted to do that next, when I've finished the Western Wall dial with the M10. Tempted to do that, just so I can get Steve's airbrush he bought me, with all the different colours on there, so that'll work a treat. So thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to view this little unboxing of a recent, is it recent? I never even said the date, did I? Let's have a look, let's see if there's any date on it. The cartograph, yeah, cartograph decals by Def Models as well. 2013 it says on the box, so it's 6 years old, so it's not too bad. So that's it then. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers and old ones for sticking with me. There will be a 1000 giveaway coming up shortly, once I've decided which kit that I no longer want, which is hard because I want them all, but I shall find something anyhow, maybe a bit special, I don't know, see what I've got. So it's Greg signing off, and we'll catch you very very soon.